quite a while. So, all right. Although I have grown a pretty deep love for the Smith machine, particularly on Thursday chest days when I do a lot of incline bench, I think it's time, at least for 1 week and 1 day, to kind of step away from the Smith machine, and we'll do some chest press, incline chest press. Still hitting upper chest, of course, or at least starting with that, like I do every Thursday. But again, I've kind of been switching things up all week, so I figured why not? And I mean, not that I need to, at least for um, my Thursday chest day. The incline on the Smith machine still feels great. It feels awesome. But just to kind of break the monotony a little bit, change things up, because yesterday I want to touch on yesterday a little bit. I started with leg curls, obviously, leg extensions, and then I finished with the hack squats, which again felt awesome. It felt even better than I was hoping. You know, on the third set I was feeling a little something, but again I think if I play my cards right, I'll be okay. But just being able to switch things up yesterday on legs, because I've been starting with leg press on my leg days I mean, I had no choice because of my knee pain, but I've been doing it for like 3 months straight or longer. And just being able to switch things up, man, it gave me so much more energy. You know what I mean? I was, not that I'm, well, I'll just say it. I was more excited for my leg day yesterday, and I had more fun, um, more energy, which brought more passion and more intensity. It was awesome. And sometimes I think this is, not every scenario or every time, but I think sometimes this is where people kind of, when they fall out of the gym, they quit going, and they lose the passion and lose the motivation. A lot of times it's because it starts to feel so routine and like you're in a rut, just doing the same thing over and over. That's when, and there's other scenarios where it'll benefit you to switch things up. But just for this, just on this topic of kind of, doing the same thing over and over for months and months, it'll help you to, switch things up. Because it was getting to that point for me where on leg days, especially, man, I just wasn't having fun with it anymore. When I was doing leg press initially, when I first started, um, it was exciting and I was having a lot of fun for the first couple months maybe. But like the last 4, 5, 6 weeks ish, it was just starting to be a drag, and I was ready to do something else. And hopefully I can keep doing hack squats. We'll see how the knee feels next Wednesday. But man, it was so much more fun yesterday, and I think that can benefit a lot of people when you start to feel like you're, just in this same old mundane routine. Just switch a few exercises or switch the rep ranges. If it just needs a little minor tweak, you can switch the rep ranges, throw in start with a new exercise or finish with a new. You know what I mean? There's so many different things you can do to break the monotony. And if you need a real big change, just completely do all new exercises on, said day or for the whole week, whatever it might be. Um, but yeah, so I figured I would carry that over into today. Again, it's not that much different. Who am I kidding? It is still hitting the upper chest, still a machine, no stability required, but it does hit it a little different. I think it's, well, I won't say it's harder, but it's just different. A little different enough that why not? You know what I mean? That's my main logic today and my main reasoning. Why not? Sometimes that's all you need. All right, now this might be on the heavy side. If I can't get at least 7 pretty good controlled reps on the first set, I'll just go down to 4 plates and do a couple more, and then a couple of drop or yeah, those fuck back down sets. Oh my god, do a couple back down sets after that. But I wanted to go a little heavy on this. Again, no stability. I know I'm cutting, but it's not. Again, the key word here is controlled 7 reps. So like 7 is, you're getting pretty close to the some heavy stuff for yourself. But if you're controlling it, it's a little more acceptable in my opinion. If it's 7 reps where you're just dive bombing it and you're giving everything you have just to get that 7, that's different. At least in my opinion. So let's see how it goes. Again, the 7 is that. Don't ask me why. Just 7 is that magic number today. If I can get at least 7 pretty decent ones, I'll try to do 2 more. If not, I'll lighten it up and then we'll just go from there. Even better. Oh my god, let me get out. Even better than expected. It's kind of tough to get down in that machine. And I don't know why, but my chest is still a little sore from Monday. So I had that same problem last week, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut back on the chest training. I'll still keep the 2 days, the two, let's just call them dedicated chest days, Monday and Thursday. Keep those in, but I'll have to, I think I'm gonna have to cut out the extra chest volume I've been doing at the end of, a couple different workouts, along with the 2 dedicated ones. They're starting to be too much, but that was good. That was no leg drive either. I wish I had done the whole set with my legs out here. Well, I don't know if you guys can see my fucking legs, but I wasn't even pushing my legs at all. Oh, it felt awesome. All right, yeah. 2 more, man. 2 more. And then maybe I'll go down to like 3 plates and do a couple more with that. Even slower, probably. But yeah, let's focus on these next 2 first, because even though it went better than expected, it's still some pretty heavy weight. So I can't overlook it. All right, I made sure to get my freaking legs in this shot. Minimal leg drive here. Now you watch. Now that I actually have the legs in here, this set's gonna suck. I just jinxed myself probably. Whew. Wow, I surprisingly feel. I won't say I feel strong because I've done better with this weight. But on the other hand, I mean, I was controlling that with ease. And all the times I've gotten more reps, you know, I think you know where I'm going with this. The control was not as good. So pretty surprising though. Let's do it again. Fuck, this is a good start. I want to keep these good vibes going before they run out. Hopefully they don't. All right. Just like I said, let's do a couple lighter sets, and then I'm done here. So far, so good though. I mean, I've no complaints at all. So can't ask for much more than that, right? But yeah, let's go down 3 plates, like I said earlier. Oh, yeah, we got to keep that going. Woo! Oh, it's nuts. Yeah, let's do a drop set. Oh man. Okay, that worked. That was pretty good. Oh, I think even more so than last Thursday. Like my chest is fried already. Which I did 5 sets and a drop set here. But man, like it's almost to the point where I'm kind of worried, you know, going beyond this point. I mean, I'm going to, right? It's gonna happen, but I'm gonna have to be very mindful because I mean, it is fried already. So let me move on to something, nothing crazy after this. It's just gonna be a lot of accessory stuff, but I'm gonna try to keep going. All right, I think I'm gonna stick to mainly. No, not even mainly. I think I'm gonna stick to all of the rest of this workout being either cables or machine stuff because I didn't even realize it. Monday on my other chest day, I did all free weight. I did flat bench, then I did. Oh, wait. Let me make sure. I did flat bench, decline bench, then I did incline dumbbell flies and decline dumbbell flies. So yeah, it was all free weight. So, and that's in my opinion, actually it's not even an opinion, it's a fact. Free weight is a little bit harder than machines and stuff because the stability, you need more stability required and all that. Um, so like I wouldn't have to stick to all machines just because I did all free weight Monday, but that kind of paired with the fact that my chest is already destroyed, only 5 sets in. So I don't want to overcomplicate things. I want to be a little safer. Machines stabilize it for me, and I can just focus on squeezing my chest. I'm trying to be a little bit smart here, as smart as I can be. Um, so yeah, I'll do 3 sets here, drop set, and then I might just do one more exercise. I hate to kind of be kind of low volume. That'd be 11 sets. 11 straight sets plus 3 drop sets. So that's still quite a bit of volume. So that's probably going to be the plan. Like always, though, that could change. But for now, I think that sounds pretty good. So, all right, let's try to get 3 good freaking sets here. What was that? 100 reps, right? It was pretty close, wasn't it? Okay, that was actually, I don't know, a little tougher than I thought. But I was going pretty slow. I'm still going to go controlled, but I might speed up the eccentric a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Ah, I think I pretty much squeezed all the juice I can out of this exercise. There's none left. That was freaking killer, but it was awesome. Oh man, I wish I had short sleeves on. That literally gave me goosebumps. How good that was. And I'm not, I'm not just saying that. That was, I can't get my sleeves up high enough. Man, that was good. Okay, let me figure out what I want to do to finish, and we'll do just that. All right, I think I'm gonna do kind of what I've been doing to finish my chest days as of late. I'm gonna split this lax, well, what was supposed to be one exercise, I'm gonna split it up into two. So instead of doing 3 sets of one, I'm gonna do 2 sets here, and then probably 2 sets of something for lower chest. Um, I won't throw a drop set in here. I will save that for the lower chest exercise. Oh well, I don't know. I might. Fuck, I don't know. I might. But yeah. So let's do a couple here. Maybe a drop set. I did go 20 pounds heavier here than I normally do. I have the machine maxed out, which at this point might be pretty heavy. But I was hoping maybe it pushed me down closer to around 12 reps because normally I'll do like 15 or so. So we'll see. But yeah, that's the plan. Well, since I went a little heavier here, I might. Well, chances are I'll probably do the drop set. I don't even know how many I did. I quit counting after like four. Said fuck it, do as many as I can. So do that again with the drop set, and then move on to whatever the last exercise will be. That's still a question mark. Well, turns out I only did 9 reps. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I think it's time. And again, that's not even heavy. I consider heavy like, yeah, like 6 and under in your rep range. So, but I think it was time to go just a little bit heavier on this. I've been doing sets of 15 or more for quite a while. So I'm okay with it. This set I'll probably only get 8 or 9 again. Um, but I'll make up for it with the drop set. So that's fine. All right, let's move on to the last thing. Okay, so I have thought about how I could make this machine harder because, normally, like say on a bench press when you're adding bands, you'd go like underneath or you tie them straight down to some dumbbells, or if you have the proper bench for, a powerlifting bench, they have the setup for that. You can't do that here. If you tie this straight down, it's actually going to make it easier. It's pulling the handles down with you. Now, I haven't really brainstormed on it a lot, but I was sitting here thinking if I can get some bands around my back, just like this, and then kind of grab as I'm pushing, it's going to be harder. Now, it's not going to add, I mean, at least I don't think it's going to add a ton more, but instead of doing, however many I did in the first one, what was that, like 20 or more? I don't know if I did that many, but I had to go so slow to make it harder, or I would have done 25 or whatever. Maybe this will have me closer to 15 or maybe even 10. It might surprise me, but I'm going to try it. Fuck it. Might as well, huh? It looks a little goofy, but if it works, I don't care. Yeah, I don't know about this. Well, it was worth a shot, but I don't think it's going to work. So let's just go straight into the drop set. All right, this is gonna be fucking tough because I hurt everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but in all the areas that I need to feel good to pose, I already had that deep, deep sore feeling, which is awesome, but not at the same time. I've noticed lately, I'll make this quick, but I've noticed I feel like I'm retaining water because I've been in a calorie deficit now for almost 8 weeks. Um, but, you know, naturally, I've been getting a lot more hunger pains. And whenever that happens, I just drink water or drink a Gatorade Zero, Powerade Zero, whatever it is. And I think I'm starting to retain water because I'm drinking way more. And the problem with that is I can't stop drinking fluids because of my job, very physically demanding. Um, I sweat a lot, burn through a lot of water, and I'm already depleted of calories. So if I, dehydrate myself on top of that, I mean, it's not, I there's probably gonna be a day where I pass out at work if I do that. So I can't. Like I have to stay hydrated at least. Um, but yeah, I feel like because of that, I'm drinking way more fluids. I feel like I'm retaining a little bit. I could be wrong. I could just not be. I have kind of plateaued. I lost 12 pounds in the first 4 weeks, and since then I've lost like two. So yeah, I don't know. But anyways, we'll check out this pump. I think I've talked enough that I can get through it. The hardest part is going to be getting this jersey off and then back on. But yeah, let's check it out. All right, boys and girls, we are. Well, I am done. If you guys haven't hit your workout yet, you better fucking do it. But I'm done. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many times I can keep wearing this jersey in here. Ooh-wee. That was a pain in the ass. And hockey jerseys are already made, a little big. This is an extra large, so it's almost like an extra extra large for a regular shirt. And it is just fucking not super tight, but the material is tight enough, combined with the material it's made out of. It's hard to get off and on, especially when I'm sweaty. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. Chest. Fucking felt awesome. Don't know how the pump looked. I can never really tell in person. I get a much better idea in post and edit. But yeah, I'm gonna go do 25 minutes on the bike. This might be the last week that I only do 25 minutes. I might up my cardio quite a bit to try to shred some of this water. But yeah, I get 2 more rest days, and then Sunday I'll be back in here hit back because next week is the week that I hit shoulders and triceps on Friday. I only get 1 rest day next week, so instead of hitting shoulders this coming up Sunday like I did this past, I'm gonna head back. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go knock this cardio out, and I won't see you guys until next Sunday. All right.